And hello to all my Taurus friends, I'd like to welcome you in. My name is Scott Sagent, and today I'll be doing your free psychic tarot reading for October 2022. Now today they've dialed up for you guys a 4-corner spread, a great spread for general readings because it looks at the 4 main areas that people usually ask about in tarot, which is your work corner, your financial corner, your love corner, a very popular one, as well as your health corner. We're going to brush through all 4 of them, guys. After we do that, they've asked that I conclude your reading with an animal totem spread. Now, this is exactly what I did for you guys last month. I just looked at the roster there, and you guys had one animal totem last month. This month, you guys are getting 2, which means that you're getting a transition. They want you to move from the characteristics of one into the other in the month of October. So there's some change they want to be made for my great Tauruses. So we're going to conclude your reading with the Runestone. That'll wrap the whole thing up very nicely. Also got to tell you about this wonderful display right here. So we got some work to do, Taurus. Let's get started, shall we? The cards are already shuffled. I do that ahead of time to save us some time. Let's bring you in right now so you can watch. I'm going to bring you in right here. Hit that like button if you're ready to have a great October, just like me. And we are on and recording, guys. What I'm doing now on camera, I like to do every single time, as well as share my table with you so you can see everything, are my ritual cuts. Basically, we're cutting each deck into thirds, putting them back together in a separate order. Satisfies the ritual aspect of tarot. And it's the same procedure for personal private reading, so it's just like you're here with me now. And we're ready to go. Put them back together. Okay. 4 corners. Up here first is your work corner, guys. That is going to be short. Over here is love. A little bit more chatty here. That's a person, so that lets me know to do that with it. Okay. Big chatty group up there in the love corner. Down here, this is financial. And this is the biggest of all so far. I'm going to take up some room there. And then over here will be health. Okay, so pretty chatty group all the way around, really, except for work. Work was the simplest of the groups. I only need one Angel Oracle card for this one because that is a major Arcana card. All right, let me just see how we did on the view. I'm going to pull this apart a little bit just to make myself some room. Make sure it's all in view for you guys right here, right now. So again, this is your love corner up here. Down here is health. Over there goes the work one. Okay, and then down here will be your finance. So let's get to work, guys. All right, where to start? That is always the I'm gonna actually start with, I'm gonna wrap up with work and finance. I like to read work and finance together because usually they're intertwined quite a bit. And the most energy needs to be put in finance, so we're going to wrap up there. So I'm going to do your health first, then hit love. Okay, so starting with health. Well, let me check my inverts real quick before I get too ahead of myself. I thought the distribution was pretty good, but just double checking, being thorough. Don't want to get you guys anything incorrect here. Just that one story is a little bit blocked, so I am going to do a discard just to make sure they want it that way, and they do. Okay, so we are perfect. Okay, here we go, Taurus. Taurus health. Taurus health, the first thing they show is moving out of what is my paper cut card. Death by 1,000 paper cuts. We're moving out of that energy. Thank goodness. Much better to be moving out of that kind of like pain in the butt energy than to be moving into it always. So we're getting out of some stressors. Usually swords is a mental thing too. So this could be actual physical pain and health. Moving out of that, maybe rehabilitating, getting better, getting over something that was an ailment, a sickness, something like that. But this could also be mental. This could be mental health, getting over some stressors, getting over something that caused you a lot of anxiety here in October, something that you were really worried about. All that kind of stuff can come up too with swords. So they show you're getting over that either way. I mean, it's a good to be getting over it. The next thing they show here is nurturing of the health. Nurturing of the health, very much. So there more energy. They show you, first of all, they show you do a good job here. So round of applause for my Tauruses in the health corner, very good. However, this being good is coming up for a reason. So they need you to keep doing it well. Keep putting the energy into this corner, this health corner. Your health is going to be something that keeps requiring the same effort. It's not something that you can just do here and there and then kind of fall off of it for a while and neglect it and then no. Spirit's saying no, this just needs the continuity, the continued effort. Let's get moving. The next thing they show there is the World card. So it's a card of completion. So a lot of you have either completed goals or wrapped up something in the health corner. Spiritual health can come in here too, guys. So, I'm not sure exactly what that means to you specifically, because the context of a general reading, especially that vague, is going to be very specific just to you. So me speculating, I'm just wasting my time doing it, really. Good time to remind you, too, that this is a general reading. And if you're looking for personal, private messages that are only specific just to you, I do offer a bunch of those on my website, scottsagent.com, and every product I offer uses your birth date. So it pulls energy information specific to you, therefore it's very accurate, and it's without the bubble energy. This is still very good as far as like the free products. That's why I do this for free. Still very accurate. But if it's not enough, you want something more, I have a bunch of great stuff that you will love. Let's move into your love corner, guys. Speaking of love corner. Love corner, the first thing that comes up is the home upside down. So the family environment could use a little bit of work here in October. It doesn't mean that it's terrible. It could mean that, hey, it's just time to get some stuff cleaned up. We need a little cleanse in the house. Maybe it's time to reorganize certain things or to redo the kids' room, something like that. So we got the house upside down here. The house needs the energy. They're basically calling for it. And how this is upside down can mean different things to different people. Of course, this could be like a severe thing, like, somebody's house gets hit by a tornado. That would be accurate. This could just be, like I told you, maybe we just need to reorganize some things. Maybe we need to just, we haven't cleaned the floors and done a heavy-duty dusting in a while here. So a little bit of a fall cleaning, so to speak, here could be in use. So small version to heavy version of what that card means. The next thing that comes up here is a woman, and this is your love corner. So this is somebody that you hold close to your heart. It's a queen. Usually this is a biological female. This could be a very effeminate man, but usually this is a female. So more than likely this is not you. Because the reading's already about you. You know what I mean? So usually when this comes up, they're talking about somebody else. So this is a woman more than likely that is very close to you. Maybe some of your mothers, maybe some of your older grown daughters, or maybe just a close friend. Anybody close to your heart can come in these, and that's what makes the people card very hard to read for general readings. I really don't like doing that, but I do my job. And the next thing they show here is the Chariot card. So what is this person doing, or why are they coming up in your reading at all? Well, we have a car upside down. If that's one version of it. So maybe this person is having car problems and you need to help them. Hey, I got a flat tire. Can you come pick me up? Can you pick me up at the shop? I'm getting the alternator changed out. Okay, so or maybe just an oil change, and they got delayed, and now it's going to take me a couple hours. Can you pick me up and go get lunch? Can we go get some lunch? I'm tired of sitting here. So whatever it is, we have a car upside down. But the other definition of the Chariot card, in a general reading, guys, I like to give it to you all. So the other definition of the Chariot card, if they're not talking about a car here, is energy being moved. And in this case, they actually are talking about spreading it out more. It almost feels like in your love corner, some of you, and this may be in regards to just one person here that we just discussed, is basically putting their energy way too into one person or one source. And this could be you doing this, or this could be this other person. This could be somebody that you're witnessing doing this and be like, hey, you're getting way too involved, way too quick here. What are you thinking? You barely know this person. That is the energy here. So basically they're saying you need to just spread your energy out a little bit more. You're doing way too much into one thing here. And in your love corner, your family corner, that's what I call it, a family corner, because that's probably a more accurate version of it. Since it's, anybody close to your heart can come in here. This is not just about love and relationships. Of course, that is a big part, and it can come in here quite prevalently, but it's not the only thing that comes in here. What if you're single? Well, you still have a love corner. That's what I'm referring to here. So that's your love corner aspect there. Very interesting message there. So actually a lot of advice more than anything. And also kind of a little bit of forecast for the future too. All right, so work and finance. Actually, before I get into too deep into these, I'm going to do work first because it's quick. But after that, we're going to get into your moon cycles, and we're going to come back and put the energy into the financial corner that they want. Give it the full kind of the full scope. So for work, the first thing they talk about is having a very good perspective. It's vital. You guys have to do that. This can also be return of a friend, a return of a work friend, more than likely. So somebody from the past that you used to work with, you might be bumping into them, maybe at work, maybe elsewhere, maybe the grocery store, could be anywhere, but this is a return of a friend in the work corner. So usually it's somebody that you knew from work, or maybe an old person that used to work at your current place is coming back to visit, or that's something like that. The energy of it's the same. It's identical. The next thing they show there in the work corner is that we have new money coming in. Taurus, that's great news. Do something and try to bring that in. You try to attract it. We're going to talk about that in a second with the moon cycles, but that new moon, new money, anything with the word new is new moon stuff. And here they're talking about new money at your disposal. It's right there. Grab it. This is the month to get it. So does that mean working more hours? Does that mean trying to get a better job? Does that mean going for a promotion? Does it mean working on your resume so that when the right job comes up, you're going to be ready to go get that new money? So, the timing's going to be different for everybody, but it's coming up. It's coming up for Tauruses, so there's spirit seeing something here, looking down the timeline, and they see something. Hey, tell them this. We want their eyes open. Okay, so very good message there for work. And keeping that good perspective, too. Like I said, I kind of moved off the perspective very quick to talk about the return of a friend, but that card is also about perspective and looking at the things you do have, looking at the rewards that you have, and being, look at the good. Don't focus on the bad, because otherwise you're just going to attract bad. So you want to focus on what you want to attract, which is the good stuff, all the rewards that you do have with work, all the good stuff that work provides to you instead of anything that they do not. So let's get into your moon cycle forecast that we were talking about new right there. So the first thing that hits, let's talk about that first. That is the full moon, guys. October 9th is the full moon of October. That is the best time to get anything out of your life that doesn't fit anymore, anything you need to get out, whether it's bad habits, whether it's people, whether it's emotional baggage, or just selling something, repurpose something, donating something, finishing up an old project. It's all full moon energy, guys. Get it out, get it out, get it out. And the best time to do that is early in October, when the universe is kind of primed for that get it out energy. Kind of like the tides, in and out, in and out. Now, adversely, we have the new moon. We just talked about that right here. That hits on October 25th. So the best time to bring something brand new into your life is the end of October. So let me give you a quick example of that work thing we just gave you with the new money. If you've been looking for to get a job that pays you more, for example, the time that I would focus, it doesn't mean that to stop looking until later October, but later in October is going to be your best window of opportunity. So you can look whenever you want, but just make sure that you're not looking later in the month. Like, that is the window. You know what I mean? So that's an example of that for the new moon. But the new moon doesn't care if it's about work or not. This could be brand new love. If you're working on bringing in brand new love, I would target the end of October for that. Bringing in new money, doing something new with health, new diet, new exercise. Doesn't matter what it is. If it's new, it falls under the new moon, October 25th. End of October is the best time to do that. So if any of that has confused you, I've put together a moon cycle cheat sheet that makes it very simple. Makes it very easy. It is a graphic illustration. It is free. It is on my website, scottsagent.com. You go to my videos page. At the very bottom there is where it's parked. And that shows you a little illustration of the energies moving in and out and how you can align important things in your life to them to make things flow a little bit easier. That's what it's all about. While you're at the website, make sure you're signed up for that newsletter. My newsletter program, my great newsletter people are going to get something very special in November, so this is the time that you want to make sure you're signed up for it. And now I give my newsletter people a couple free readings every single year just by being signed up for it. I only send one newsletter email every single month. It's just for updates, for promo codes, save you guys money on my great readings with the great products and services out there. So very simple, no-brainer. It's free to do. Make sure you're signed up for that. And if you have any friends that are into this stuff too, you might want to tell them to sign up for it too. They're going to be very happy with you in November Hey, thanks for telling me about that. That was awesome. Okay, that kind of stuff. So share. Tell a friend, share the wealth, so to speak. Make sure you're signed up for that newsletter too. Speaking of the website, and the last thing to check out there, the physical store. Getting one product bigger, deeper. Every single month I'm revealing one new product every month. So this is the promo for that. We're going to cut away for 1 minute while I tell you about that. We're going to come back and hit that very big financial corner of yours and wrap up with a Runestone. This product was technically released last month in tandem, in unison with the Sunflower Potpourri as a rejuvenator, as an enhancer, but it does so much more than that, and now you can see it has its brand new labeling. The ladies are dressed, so to speak. When your Sunflower Potpourri sold separately doesn't smell anymore, once the scent is gone, this is the way to refresh it, rejuvenate it, and make it last for so much longer. And this is a 4-ounce bottle here, guys. It's got that same wonderful sunflower, flowery aroma, just tuned down a little bit, making it a little lighter, makes its uses much more diverse, much more widespread, and you can use this for a room spray. Make any room in your house smell better. Bathroom, room, cat litter box, use it in the car, make this car smell nice and floral, fresh. When we were designing this, we were basically like, well, why stop there? You can even wear this as a body spray. It is not as intense as a perfume. It's a little bit lighter, but it is designed to also do that. So you're going to love this so much that you'd even want to wear it. I mean, it just smells that heavenly. It's that divine. It is a great product that you will enjoy and be so happy that you picked up. Shipping free the entire month of October. I cannot promise that always, but I can promise it right now. In fact, everything in the shop in October will ship free for October only. Okay, Taurus, I am back, and it is time for that financial corner. They start with the Magician inverted, which is not really the way I'd like it to be, but it is what it is, and we just got to turn this around is all it takes. But until it gets turned around, the Magician means it's just not magical right now in October. So something feels a little broke here, like you just can't fix it with your finances. So what can this be? This could be anything from having to spend a lot of money on something to, that you didn't necessarily want to do, or just getting things back in order. It's just a phase here, a cycle that is just, a little rough. And that's what they want to put the energy into here, because there's a lot of stuff here that is giving advice to what to do about this. So if you are one of my fortunate Tauruses who have zero financial issues, right here at the beginning of October, keep in mind this reading does go through the whole month. And if this happens to hit you, come back and listen to it again, because you're going to probably tune out right now and not pay attention to it because, it's not about me. But, maybe it's just not about you at all. Not all Tauruses are the same, and this is a general reading. But for the ones that they wanted me to talk about here, there is that first. It just, something about the finances just don't feel magical here. Maybe it just feels like more stagnation, like, you're just never able to get ahead. Maybe inflation's got you, in a bad way here. Interest rates got you in a bad way. They show loyal heart next. So some of you are working with other people here. In your financial corner, that is also the advice, if you're not, is to do this as a team. You don't have to do this alone. And some of you may be thinking, well, how am I going to do that as a team if I'm a single mom? Well, maybe you and a sibling or you and a friend can come together, work out a plan where both of you are, keeping yourself accountable, or like, hey, let's, deposit $20 on this account every single month or every single paycheck or something like that, and make sure that we're each doing it, and something like that. So we got loyal hearts, so we got two people to working together. Which ways they're working together, that part is up there to you. Now, here's the thing. They show the death card next. So this is not a bad thing, even though death sounds bad. This is complete renewal. Like complete renewal, where like nothing from before can be coming through. So this is like if you get a brand new bank account. We can't have anything going through from before. So this would be like, none of the Amazon Prime that automatically took money out, none of the rent that took their money out automatically, these ACH, all these other things that you forget to cancel, Disney Plus, etc. All these things. So this is like a complete renewal where nothing from before can be. Okay, I gave you one silly example. It's probably not that for you, but you understand kind of the context of where they're going with this. So this has to be full renewal. There can be no carry carryover from the past. That's how you fix this. Even if it's like, cutting out something that you spend a lot of money on. Maybe you spend a lot of money renting movies at the Redbox. So another silly example, but some people probably do that. Maybe people watch a movie every single day. Well, that adds up to like $30-40 a month. So whatever it is for you, this is what they're talking about, that something's just got to be completely not there anymore. And that's what the death card is. The last thing they show here is getting things in order. That's another thing that's very important, because some of you have somebody that can help you here looking over your shoulder. That may be happening by itself. It may take you to ask too. Maybe, somebody in your family is very good with finances. Maybe they're a financial planner. Maybe they've run a business before. Maybe they can help you budget, something like that. So, and vice versa. Maybe you are that person and lending that hand. Okay, so getting things in order, getting the finances in order, laying them out. It makes me feel like a budget. It really does. Where you just make sure you account for every little thing that comes out or what's going on. And hey, you can overcome this. You get it in order. You make sure that there's no carryover from the past with my death card. Even if you're working with somebody here as a team, even the Loyal Heart card, when they talked about two people working together, it could be two entities. It could even be like a checking and a savings. Have them work together where, if one account's too low, it dumps money in, that kind of thing. So we got a lot of good stuff there, even though the base card is like, not the most wonderful start. They're showing you how to overcome and get out of this, if this is you. So that's that. Let's get into the Runestone, and then we're going to get your animal totems, guys. I know it's been a long reading already. I'm kind of over my time. And we still got more to go. Give it a quick swirl. And here we go. Taurus Runestone for the month of October. It's going to be this one right here. All right, here we go. This is the Runestone of movement. Movement on this side. Yes, it is up there if that's not cut off. Maybe down here if my flowers are not in the way here. So we got movement, guys. A lot of stuff going on here, Taurus. Lots of moving parts. Lots going on. My Tauruses are going to be on a wide range. I mean, even looking at these corners here, they're very different from each other. It doesn't seem like there's a lot of really parallels. They're all very kind of almost their own identity or their own separate thing in the month of October. So some of you are going to be needing to focus more energy on certain things than others. We talked about that in the health corner, but certainly that can be a thing too, especially like, for example, the house being upside down in the love corner. That needs the attention. So you can see different Tauruses need different things here. Whatever it is that you need specifically, I think we've covered it here. We've talked about each corner in length, so you might even need to go back and listen to yours again, especially if you can kind of picture together which corner it is for you. So we got movement. We have a lot of things going on. Spirit wants to remind you that, with so much stuff going on, it's hard to get a good read on it, So this is probably one of Spirit's hardest puzzle pieces to put together for us for the month of October. You Tauruses made it tough. Now let's get into your animal totem. Like I said, they wanted 2 of those. So let me see if I can do that one. I can. And this one, also a can. All right, so I need to look at my sheet because I don't have these dedicated to memory yet. I have so many animal totems that I use. And these are always a bunch of fun. I love doing these. Okay, so my first one that we're moving out of animal totem is an orca whale. An orca. I think that's the first time I've had orca whale, that I recall at least. So we're moving out of orca whale and we're moving into a caterpillar. Couldn't be more different than that, huh? Orca whale into a little caterpillar. All right, so we're starting from water into land, quite obviously. Water in tarot or in spirituality represents emotions. So they're trying to get you to get out of the emotional phase, get more grounded, like the caterpillar. Okay, even being small is relevant. So you don't have to be big in your month of October either. You don't have to be big seen front and center. You can be the little guy. He's got his job to do. He's busy eating and growing fat and getting ready to turn into something better. Okay, so you need to move away. And also the orca is a group. I think they're called pods. I could be wrong about that. But the caterpillar, he's all off on his by himself. He's on his own. He's doing his own thing. He's not worried about everybody else. And that is kind of the advice for you for October. Of course, you got your people you got to take care of. That's not going to change. And we're not saying, get away from that. Do what you got to do, but don't do it en masse. Okay, you still have to work on yourself. October is a time for that. We have a lot of moving parts we've already discussed in length here. So what else with the caterpillar here? He's getting ready for something to happen next. It's not about right now for you guys. It's not about what's happening right here, right now in October. For my Tauruses, it's about what's happening in maybe November, December. Maybe there's something huge there that they're getting ready to transform you for. Okay, so that is laying the foundation here, getting the work ready. We talked about that financial corner quite at length. So there's something there very important, that they're moving you from a very big animal to a very small one. Look what's right in front of you. Don't look at that big picture. Don't try to be that big animal front and center. Don't be a predator. Worry about the little stuff. Worry about eating your leaf. Getting enough for you. Getting your finances fixed. Getting them in order. Getting that new money that's coming in and work. So whatever it is. So you can see the transition between the two of what they're trying to get you to do in October. And Taurus, if you do it, you're going to be so much better off. So I have all the faith in the world that you will do such things. That is the entire reading, guys. I know we've been through so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. Remember to like and subscribe so you see the future videos. And that is it for me. Have a wonderful October, all of you caterpillars.